Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Rage back with another video. Today we're checking out this SunnyV2 video. It's the TikTok youth pastor who isn't going to heaven. Now, you know, if you end up on the SunnyV2 channel, you're doing something wrong. Because this man is out here always exposing people, man. Going after people's head tops. Look, man, right now, I'm pretty pissed. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. Another thing, I got fired, you feel me? So I'm pretty pissed with the T, and then with the T, you feel me? P-I-S-S-T, I'm pissed right now. I have a man right now that I was just, bro, I hit up on a man that I thought was my man's. He didn't respond to my text, bro. The man just left me on there, fam. So I'm pretty pissed right now, bro. So if that's just a disclaimer to explain anything that I say right now. So if I go off on someone right now, it's just because I'm pretty pissed right now of the events that are occurring in my life right now. But look, let's check this out and see what's going on. We know these pastors, I don't know, they seem to always have these little problems. I don't know if it's going to be grooming children. If it's grooming children, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, not all of them are like that, but like, bro, that's where usually the controversy that happens with these pastors. I mean, this guy's not going to heaven, so it's either that or the man was catching some bodies in the church, man. I don't know what he was doing. He was shooting up mans, shooting up the ops, shooting up the other religions. All right, I'm sorry. I don't mean to bring religion into this. Let's get this video out of here, and let's go.
Joe Robe made it seem like he was holier than holy. Joe Robe.
Okay.
It seemed like he was holier than holy.
Million.
As a Christian youth pastor, he dedicated his TikTok to showing
Yo,
respect.
what does a Christian youth pastor even do? No, like, I'm not trying to like disrespect nobody's religion. I just don't know what they do. Like, I'm not too religious myself. So, someone let me know in the comments.
For women until
Me staring at another woman who respects women.
6 different people exposed him for his own secretly terrible history. You could see the red flags in early tweets like this one. I am a Christian, and I support LGBTQ, and I support BLM, and I support people of other faiths, and I support a women's right to choose. The need to vocalize his own morality was almost strangely excessive, and his TikTok videos weren't any different. He wanted to punch all men.
He's one of those guys. I mean, I don't know how to really explain them. It's just that they're really trying to force it, you know? They're trying to make it seem like, yo, they're that good person. They can't do nothing wrong, or the whole society is wrong and stuff like that for not following what he abides, you know? That's what the vibes I'm trying to say that I'm getting from these type of people. I'm not trying to categorize them, but you know what I mean?
Who talked about how women
maybe she shouldn't dress like such a whore.
Dressed while reminding his female followers
who should make decisions about a woman's body. Their husband, the father, I'm assuming, a politician, or what is that, a pelican? I don't know. What is that? I can't read it, bro. A man? I don't know. What are you talking about? Their body, their choice. I mean, that's kind of true. It is their body, their choice. I mean, some of this, like I said, bro, some of the people who make this content, they low-key be forcing it, but
had total control of their body. When he wasn't supporting women, it was instead minorities.
It's homophobia, racism, misogyny, you name it, all thinly veiled as a joke, and you're not fooling anybody.
Which people found suspicious long before he was exposed.
But when this dude is making almost his entire personality about respect women, always be nice to women, respect, it gets a little overboard, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, how do you make content for that long, like, about that stuff? I know, I get, like, you're trying to have an impact on the world, but at this point, you're kind of forcing it, bro. You're kind of forcing it, and you're always doing I just noticed this guy, other than that racism thing, this guy's always talking about protecting women. Like, I don't know, maybe he's been through, like, I don't know, you know, I don't judge him. Maybe, like, he's seen some traumatic events in his family with the woman in his life, so, I don't know.
When questioned about his motives, Joe Robe snapped pretentiously,
just imagine being so worried about losing your male privilege that you would call anything that has to do with equality for women anti-men.
See, I don't know how he feels about this guy, because, I mean, if I really had full context, maybe he might be in the right for saying that, but at the same time, bruh, it's just the way he's moving, man.
That you would call anything that has to do with equality for women. Worried about losing your male privilege.
Yeah, like, why do you have to bring up, like, losing your male privilege and stuff like that? Like, it's not that deep, man. I mean, it is deep, but not that deep.
That you would call anything that has to do with equality for women anti-men.
believing that when all men are killed, he'd be spared because of his TikToks.
Oh my, okay, look at, do you see what I'm saying, bro? This guy's going after like a whole group of like bro, we're all not the same, fam. We're not all on the deep end of that, those type of people who'd be disrespected. We're not all that, fam. Like, you know, we kind of talk about like, you're not special, bro. You're not that special. Like, there are mans like you, hella people like you in this world, bro. The world's not doomed. We're not about to end, fam. You know?
And when he did also occasionally support men,
Now, I've talked about men getting body shamed, women getting body shamed.
the objective was still the same. Try to make himself seem like a person who did no wrong. The caption of his merch was literally "Be Better," which seemed true to him as a church office
Oh shit, office and finance manager. Damn, this guy's in business too.
manager and youth pastor on the weekends.
This guy looking like he has a bright future, man.
So depending on how long you've been following me, you may or may not know that I'm actually a very religious person.
People therefore heavily respected him, even making stan accounts such as Lovely Joe Robe, while comments on
Shit, I could see I could see like why he's has some success, you know. I mean, I'm not particularly a fan of it, but I'm not gonna watch his videos. But I mean, I can see the audience he's generating. He doesn't seem like a bad guy as of now.
on his live streams read, "I have so much respect for you. You speak for another's and it makes
Okay, but you don't know how to spell speak? Come on, fam.
me so happy." Any videos criticizing him were met with
The biggest simp on TikTok. I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see how he's kind of moving like a simp, but I don't know.
thousands of dislikes until people became suspicious of
Damn, this age like fine wine. What happened?
Joe Robe's
This guy get bullied like by, I don't know, a woman or something? I don't know. Did he get,
morality.
like,
In late
used?
2020, a TikToker named Gemini Official was exposed for his relationships with multiple young girls.
Jeez.
Being in line with Joe Robe's content,
What?
people asked him to talk about it, although for whatever reason, Joe Robe avoided the topic.
Messaged Joe Robe saying, hey, this is a problem, can you speak about it? Which is bizarre that it would take you so long to talk about somebody who's grooming children.
Joe Robe later explained on Discord that denouncing the actions was simply too obvious, although having
Wait, so does this Joe Robe guy speak on every situation in the world? And I'm not sure what did they, let me run it back, hold on. Actually, I don't care to hear about this pedo stuff, so.
explained on Discord that
I'm not saying like I don't care because it's not a problem. I'm trying to say that I don't care because I don't want to hear about this like disgusting type of stuff, you know? That's what I'm trying to say.
denouncing the actions was simply too obvious, although having previously claimed the goal of his TikTok was to create a safe space for young people, it seemed odd that Joe Robe didn't want to talk
So I guess this is the guy to go for all the, I guess, kind of pedo stuff? I don't know.
about it.
I don't know his
Perhaps he
content,
was
man. I really don't know the full context because this is the first time I've seen this guy in my life.
simply avoiding drama, but this wasn't the only example where Joe Robe deflected an obvious topic. He'd become friends with a TikToker named The Calvin Brandel, whose videos promoted a similar sentiment to those made by Joe Robe.
Okay.
Well, turns out he'd been doing exactly what he disavowed, explaining he thought it was okay because he was TikTok famous.
What was he doing though? Was the man, it was either being a 69 god, just like the guy before, or the man was, what is it? Because what was his content about? Or he was doing the same thing, disrespecting women.
Disavowed, explaining
But I
he
assume another TikTok predator, I assume he's a 69 god, bro.
thought it was okay because he was TikTok famous.
I felt that with TikTok, my ego was super inflated, and I felt like I was
Bro, but
invincible.
why would that lead to a situation like that, bro? Like, why would if he was a predator, why would you, if your ego got boosted, why are you not going for people your own age? Like, what?
I was unstoppable. I couldn't make any mistakes.
Despite having photos together
Bro.
on Instagram, Joe Robe avoided the situation,
You have no problem calling out problematic men, but it seems like the problematic man is your friend and you're a little quiet.
Ooh.
eventually
Facts.
addressing what had happened with this iconic statement.
I'll say it again. If you groom somebody, you are disgusting. The scum of the earth.
Joe Robe, however, was doing exactly this himself.
This was somebody that I felt safe around, but I don't feel safe around him anymore because he's a groomer.
On one unassuming Wednesday, 17-year-old TikToker Dillion J16 uploaded the following video.
Be about one of the biggest hypocrites I have ever met in my life, Joe Robe. John is a disgusting and terrible hypocrite who abuses his platform by using his clout to groom and prey upon underage boys. He has done this to multiple people, including me. John first followed me whenever I had about 30,000 followers and joined my live stream and asked for my Snapchat, so
this guy was recruiting. This is crazy.
I gave it to him. After Snapchatting for a few weeks, he asked me if I wanted to get an Airbnb.
I'm sorry, I don't really mean to joke about, I know this is a serious situation, but sometimes it just, bro.
With him on my 18th birthday, which was over 3 months away. He started to send me links to 1-bedroom Airbnb.
That boy was waiting, fam.
And he offered to purchase me alcohol if I went, and this is him.
Nah, that boy was, bro. Man said alcohol? Yo, he was trying to get you out of here, bro. This guy is on some Epstein stuff.
Talking about the 1-bedroom.
Actually, I don't even know what the stuff Epstein was involved, but he was on some crazy level timing. That's what I'm trying to say.
He knew that I did not want to get the Airbnb, so he thought if he invited one of my IRL friends, I would want to go. That's him asking when he was going to turn 18.
Bro, like, why, bro? Why would this dumbass think that'd be a good idea and think he would get away with it too? Like, come on, fam. You're inviting a little kid to an Airbnb. You think that guy's gonna listen to you, fam? Yo, I mean, okay, you know what? There's probably a lot of victims like that probably have.
Joe Robe was at least waiting until their 18th birthday.
Oh my god, this guy was waiting. He was planning. He was trying to do this in the most he was trying to do the most disgusting stuff in the most legal way possible.
The group chat they shared wasn't quite so clean.
Group chat?
In one of the Zooms with all of my TikTok friends, John thought it would be a good idea to have us all take a BDSM score test and send
the fuck is a BDSM score test? Is that something to do with sexual activity?
him our results. Keep in mind, the youngest
Now you could clearly tell I don't know nothing about that because I'm clearly not sexually active.
was 15 years old and the oldest were 19, and there were
15?
only 2 19.
How old is this guy? The one before from, I mean, not the one before, the TikTok, the pastor dude. Isn't that guy like, well, the guy's gotta be close to 30, man.
Year-olds, and everybody else was 17 and
Or maybe he's not. Maybe he's like mid-20s.
Which had happened just a month before Joe Robe.
Oh, he was 30. Okay.
Robe's 28th birthday. Dillion J added one more detail before the video finished.
I found out that there are multiple people that John has groomed.
As a person named Coco then also came forward.
He started asking like different questions, like what state do you live in, and do your parents let you travel, and do you like to
Hey, well, bro, what kind of questions are these, man?
travel, and do I, or
Why are you even texting kids like that, man?
and he offered to buy me a room with him. He offered to buy me alcohol. This is the one quote I remember him
Why would you be in a room with the whole 30-year-old? What was this guy bringing?
talking to me. I may be a pastor, or I may work for God, but I'm not against kids having fun.
Yo, nah, this guy, this pastor dude is,
I
he's
should have
hella weird.
realized it right there.
Then there was another.
I can't go into specific details about what happened between me and Joro because it is quite not safe for work.
Yeah, bro, sometimes, bro, if it's, you gotta get people like this out of this world. They gotta be, bro, I know it's unpopular, but sometimes, bro, some of these people gotta be, they gotta be gone. They gotta be in the ground, man.
After that,
he'd also make promises about getting Airbnbs and meeting up with us. He'd promise alcohol and hot tubs.
Joe Robe's accusers then made a Google Doc listing everything else he'd done. He'd tried to get blank and blank to create an OnlyFans once he turned 18. And said he'd set it up for him and subscribe. Also strangely bribing the group to call him hot, and locking a girl who was also intoxicated out of Zoom for calling him old.
Bro, you know what this guy was really trying to do? This guy was really, this was his whole plot, man. The man was trying to do all this protect women stuff on his TikTok, and he's gonna get some baddies, I don't know, maybe someone who supports all his movements to DM him, and then his whole plot was to try to bag one of them, fam, and it failed, and now this guy's going after little kids.
And refusing to call him hot.
Locked a girl who was also intoxicated out of Zoom for calling him old and refusing to call him hot. Hey, but I would have just left the Zoom call, man.
Got talked about the document in this video here, after which he'd be messaged a story worse than every other one.
Yeah, I saw your video and thought I should come out and say I ran a small fan account for Joe Robe on Instagram. Man, he even at one point followed me. I slid up on his stories from time to time. He eventually asked me for my snap. This guy's always asking for Snapchats, bro. I was so excited because he told me no one else had a Snapchat and made me promise not to give it sorry, I can't read. To not give anyone it, or to not tell anyone what we talk about. Everything was fine for a while, but conversation got really wild, and he said, okay.
Combined. I ran a small fan account for Joe Robe on Instagram. He eventually asked my Snapchat. He told me no one else had his Snapchat and made me promise to not give anyone it or to tell anyone what we talk about. Conversations got really weird and he sent me a lot of dirty pictures, 4 of which were included to prove he wasn't lying. I was also 14 at the time. He didn't even bother to ask how old I was or for any form of identification.
Wait, how are you 14 and a fan of this guy? Okay, I'm sorry. These are questions I shouldn't be asking. It's not important.
A baby a lot and would try and force me to call him daddy. To make matters worse, John's church profile explained, outside of his work at St. John, he is a private music teacher with over a dozen students, and up until recently was the activities chair for the Northern Sky District of the Boy Scouts of America. But wait until you hear why he left his previous job. Someone messaged one of the accusers, I wanted to reach out because I'm on staff at the church he used to work at. He was removed from staff over 2 years ago and he was really upset
with our church and our strict protocols for working with youth. Bro, this guy,
our church,
something was wrong with him from the beginning.
Strict protocols for working with youth, so he left to go to another church. We're currently in the process of contacting the other church and places he's at, as well as local authorities. Joe Robe's LinkedIn partially confirms the story's legit, as it shows he previously worked in the very same church as the lady who told the anecdote. Unsurprisingly, people demanded Joe Robe also lose his new job,
St. John Lutheran Church. You have some explaining to do.
With Papa Gut even calling the church directly.
This is the church that he works at. I know this because I called the church that he works at and I asked him if he works there. They said yes. I told them that they were very serious and credible allegations. They immediately hung up after they said, oh, thank you.
Despite hanging up the phone, the church quickly deleted.
Hey, this reminds me of a situation that happened in my area. I'm not gonna go deep into it, but okay, I probably shouldn't have brought it up because I can't even talk about it.
Joe Robe from their website.
But it has nothing to, it's not as bad as this, I guarantee you.
Before iSpeak1906 extracted an unofficial.
Well, you know, thankfully we have good people like these guys. Hopefully they're good people and they're knocking out people like these 69 guys out of this world.
Statement.
The pastor reached out and he wants to remain anonymous. However, the bishop is aware and he has been terminated.
Ooh, oh, is the bishop like the top dog there? Okay, you know, I don't want to disrespect anybody, so I'm not gonna call anybody anything.
And authorities have been contacted, and that's.
So was the bishop like? Hold on. Well, I have one last question about the bishop though. Like, is that the same bishop they be using in chess?
About all that we have.
But the bigger question was,
yo, I play chess, man, and I'm nice at it.
How did Joe Robe himself respond? Did he make a self-aimed TikTok about his own
self-aimed TikTok? Yo, this
heinous
guy's
actions? Well, no. He'd delete his TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, even his.
Yup, he just disappeared from the world, and he's not gonna get arrested too. Probably, he's probably gonna live a good life because he already made the money now. So he's probably just gonna continue his actions as well. He's probably gonna have some secret Discord account and try to continue the ways that he was moving before.
LinkedIn and hasn't been heard from since.
Oh, delete his LinkedIn too.
His refusal to address the 2 previous situations suddenly all made sense, while others were less surprised.
It's because he was one of them.
The accusation can't be real. A white knight influencer being secretly an awful person is unheard of.
What are you talking about has never been unheard of? Is this sarcasm or not? Because, bro, I'm telling you it has definitely.
Not even surprised. It's always these types of men that end up being predators, but no one was less surprised than one of Joe Robe's former friends.
We shouldn't judge like that and say all types of people like that, but it's been pretty common. I mean, there's a little bit of a correlation if you do the data analysis.
As someone who personally knows John Bell and lived with him at university.
John Bell? Who, is that his actual name?
University for a.
I thought his name was John. I don't even remember, but it was not John Bell. I did not hear a bell today.
I can assure you that he's not the good guy here, and that these accusations line up with his past behavior.
Yo, what do you mean past behavior?
The dude was all-knowing, manipulative, homophobic, and tried to give.
So this guy was homophobic. This guy was doing the exact same things that exact opposite of what he was talking about. This guy's definitely a hypocrite.
Off this ultropious Christian facade. Nothing
That
about
boy, they thought that boy changed by being a Christian.
his online presence was genuine. Karma is taking a toll on him, and I'm glad he's getting thrown off the
Hey, that's there. Karma will spin right back on your ass, man.
internet. Before any of this happened, Vegan Teacher had stated,
John Robert Bell, you're going straight to hell.
and it turns out her song hit the nail on the head.
Who the hell is Vegan Teacher? And why do I have another video talking about a vegan TikToker right here? Who's worse than the Vegan Teacher? What is going on? We have evil people dissing other evil people. What in the evil world is happening right now? Hey man, y'all take it easy.